Right, it is Dollar Tree Dollar Store Teacher Challenge Tuesday. I forget what I call this thing, but today is a fun episode because I have my partner in crime, Miss Lori Elliott. We swung by the Dollar Tree and we're heading out to Trisha's classroom to visit her students. And what we did is we went Halloween bargain shopping. So we're gonna find all kinds of things that we can put to good use in Trisha's second grade classroom using some Halloween themed items from Dollar Tree. So we'll talk more about that when we get to her classroom. All right, so I told you this is going to be a very special episode of the Dollar Store Teacher Challenge Tuesday because this episode is recorded on location in Trisha's classroom. I showed you that little clip that we went to the Dollar Tree before coming here, and instead of making certain games, we just bought a bunch of Halloween stuff. So we did spend a little over $5. We spent like $7.44 to get these things that I'll show you what we did. But her class absolutely loved them, and I'll kind of show you some videos, pictures as we're going through here, and you kind of see what happened. But we found a really cool selection of Halloween activities that aren't necessarily meant for a classroom. I mean, they're meant for a party or activities to do at a party, but we turn them into educational pieces very, very, very easily. So the first thing I spotted, and I absolutely love to use these for lots of different things, but they were just Halloween stampers, and they sell these in a pack of 8. There's 2 of each kind. And they're super simple to do with different things. So in my classroom, I would use these just as ways to mark their papers. My kids knew that before they handed in a paper, they had to check to see if their name was on it. And if their name was on it, they got to put a stamp on it. So they're just themed for that. But we showed Trisha's class and her kids to use these as story starters. So put these in a basket or a can. Maybe they look at them first, or maybe they don't. They just have to reach in and pull something out. And whatever Halloween type creature they get, the ghost, the spider, the pumpkin, or the cat, they have to then write a story about it. And then we said, why not pull out 2 and make up a story about the 2 of them? And it's a great, simple activity, super simple writing activity. All right, have you ever heard of these? Wacka Packs? They are awesome. Watch this clip.
Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Oh my God. Is it alive? Here we go. Come on.
Super cool. Lori found these. I had never heard of them before, but what you do is you saw in the videos, you just smack them and they pop up into one of these different shapes. And the cool part is if you hide these the right way, the kids don't know what they're going to be. So what we did then is and you can see in the clips and videos here, that we then turned these into a writing activity. So the kids got in partners, they had to pop the Wacka Pack, watch it open up, and then we wrote stories about what they found on them. Now, Lori had some other great ideas. She said, let's do predictions. So the kids made predictions about what might happen to it before we whacked it open. Some of them said it might make a noise, a bug might pop out, an animal might pop out, it might blow up like a balloon. All kinds of ways that you can use predictions to figure out what this might be, and then use it for different steps of the writing process to write stories about your Wacka Pack creature. These are a lot of fun. This one is very, very simple, and again, not really an educational based item, but they're just tops. And the cool part about these, they're very thin or not too tall, pointy tops, so they spin a long time. They really do spin quite a while. Watch. See what I mean? They spin a lot. So what we said is, one thing that her second grade class is working on is math facts. Single digit addition math facts. And we thought, why not, instead of setting a timer or doing rocket math, we said, why not spin a top, let that top spin and see how many rocket math problems you can do, or how many flashcards you can do, how many words you can write before the top stops spinning. That was Lori's idea. Trisha said her class is working on adjectives right now. So we said, why not spin the top and see how many different adjectives you can write down before the top spins out. Now, we also came up with what to write about. So we said, look at the top of the top. This one has skulls or skeletons on it. What kind of adjectives could you write about these skulls or skeletons before the top stops spinning? There's another one that has a jack-o'-lantern on it. What kind of adjective words could you write about a jack-o'-lantern before the top stops spinning? So many things you can do with that. So many things. The next one is, again, a writing activity. Like, this was a big writing themed day, but great ideas for Dollar Tree. And it was this pack of all these spooky little, just random plastic objects, bugs, skeletons, faces, all kinds of stuff. Again, adjective writing. So the kids reached in, they pulled something out, they had to use adjectives to describe what was inside. We also said this could be a guessing game. Reach inside and just use your senses to feel what the item might be, what bug or creature it might be. But again, so many different activities you could do here. See, you give kids stuff like this and they're gonna come up with so many ideas on their own. It's so fun and so cheap. All right, the last thing we're gonna talk about today is one of my favorite things that we've ever purchased from Dollar Tree for school. I know that seems like probably going to seem ridiculous, but it's a really cool idea. It is this. It's a brain. A brain. So this is to make Jello, right? A gelatin mold to make a brain gelatin for like a Halloween party. But Lori and I were at Dollar Tree and we were stumped. We started staring at this for a while. We really stared down this brain. We're like, okay, how can we turn this brain into something? And then we're like, why not use it as brain teasers, right? So like we love to do riddles and things with the kids in the classroom, and Trisha does jokes with her kids all the time, but why not turn it into, instead of a joke or a riddle, call them brain teasers? So you could put this out on a table in your classroom, fill it with, whatever facts you're working on or Halloween theme, whatever theme thing you're doing, and each day pull out a brain teaser and see if the kids can figure it out. Super simple. Here's the other way to do it. We said, why not turn it into a stump the teacher activity? So you could send a note home saying, with your child at home, write down a fact about bats. Like that's a big Halloween thing. So write down a fact about bats or a question about bats and see if you can stump the teacher. So now it becomes a brain teaser challenge for the teacher. This goes on the table each day. You pull one out and see if you can stump the teacher with a little brain teaser. Super, super fun idea. So there you go. The Wacka Packs, the stamps, the tops, the creatures, and the brain. Lots and lots of cool Halloween theme activities that you can get for super, super cheap at Dollar Store. There's your challenge. Let's see what you create with those things.